Hey, my lovelies. I hope you are all safe and well. Monday blessings to you. I'm just coming on to do this Monday's guidance reading. Just want to say thank you so much to everybody that has supported me over what feels like a mammoth weekend. So Friday night I was over at Colour and Crystals doing the last Colour and Crystal evening, and I think we went out with a bit of a bang. There were some extra special messages of love and beauty and just tarot guidance, so thank you very much if you showed up for that. And big obviously thank you to Joe that's allowed me to sort of obviously do my thing over there for the sort of 2-year cycle that we've been sort of at Colour and Crystals. And whatever you turn your hand next to, Joe, I know it's going to be very special, so best of luck for you. And then on Saturday I was over in Carpe Noctem, and it was another amazing day, so thank you so much if you came to support me in the shop there. Had a great day with Bex and yeah, just obviously the Carpe family. And then yesterday I was down in Martok at Katrina's hair salon, where I did another beautiful day of private readings. Great seeing some old and new faces down at sort of Martok. So yeah, I feel really buzzing in a good way. I'm tired, but it's good tired, if you know what I mean. So today I feel very connected to work with the Psychic Tarot for the Heart Oracle, which is an oracle deck rather than tarot, but it's a pretty cool one. And this is by John Holland. I use this deck loads when I do sort of my relationship readings, if you've ever purchased those. But it's a really cool deck just to sort of use, and I don't know, I just feel very connected to work with it today. So let's have a look. These are the cards. Gonna give them a cheeky knock. Let's give them a cheeky shuffle. Let's see what's happening for this Monday and the coming week ahead. Channeling these cards for the highest of good. Let's see what we need to know about. Let's see where the energies are taking us. Okay. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so we have the card of lead. I don't know if you can sort of see that there. So when the card of lead shows, it is all about sort of taking action, taking sort of accountability, responsibility, and leading from the front. So if there's like a burning sort of dream, wish, goal, desire, something you want to be doing, but you feel a little bit scared, you feel a bit overwhelmed, you feel a little bit unsure if you should do that or if you should go for that, you have nothing to lose. And the more that I sort of have time on this earth, the more that I'm realizing if I want to have these amazing opportunities that spirit want me to have and everything else, sometimes I do have to lead from the front and sort of, you know, put myself in uncomfortable spaces and places. So this can sometimes sort of show up when we're maybe wanting to sort of create new contracts. Maybe there's a sort of a business venture and you're wanting to sort of take the steps to lead that into something. Maybe there's a contract with House and Home, could be something of that nature. Maybe there's just something that you really want to do and you keep putting it off, you keep denying yourself accessibility, and no one's going to come and do it for you. No one's going to come and give you like a green light and say, yeah, now's your time. Sometimes we have to give permission to ourselves to have those experiences. And this is almost like not wanting to sort of live in the shadows of the past. So to me, there's a real focus on showing up, leading from the front, being present now, and going after the things that you want to experience now, because tomorrow isn't guaranteed, tomorrow isn't granted. And as a working medium, I know that more than most. One of the main messages that comes in from the spirit world is, I thought I was going to have more time, I thought I was going to have longer, I didn't have everything figured out, I wasn't ready to go, you know. Sometimes people are, but a lot of the time we're in mid flow of something, you know. So don't miss out on life. If there is a burning goal, wish, dream, desire, take a chance, go for it, because it could be the best decision, it could be the best adventure you've yet to experience, you know. So, you know, lead is coming in massively with this. Also, this can sometimes show up if we're needing to perhaps step into our own power a little bit more on a more practical level. So sometimes leading from this card can also be seen as like, if you've been battling confrontation, injustice, if there's something that you have been struggling with, it's maybe a time to just show up for yourself and really put yourself forward, put yourself first, and have those maybe difficult or tricky conversations that you need to maybe have to re-establish balance and order. So sometimes this leading from the front can also be about you showing up for yourself a bit more and respecting yourself a little bit more. We have number 4. 4 is about kind of balance and grounded, earth-based, foundational energy. So lots of foundations are wanting to be created with this card, and it comes in from the energy of colour of black. And black is always seen as like the colour of spiritual and psychic protection. If you think of protection stones, they often are black tourmaline, black obsidian, black onyx, all very good grounding and earth-based stones, but also good to shed negativity and ward off anything unpleasant if that's something that you're needing to sort of be aware of with this card. But I think definitely it's putting yourself into unknown places, sometimes taking a chance, sometimes taking a risk, because it may actually be, like I say, the best decision you've ever made. So I'm going to leave that card with you. I hope it resonates and makes a little bit of sense. What do I need to let you know about? Mainly this week I'm going to be doing Zoom sessions. A lot of people have booked in, so thank you very much. Just to let you know, anyone that's wanting a Zoom session, I am kind of quoting mid-July at the moment because they've been very booked up. So do bear with me if you are wanting to see me on Zoom. A couple of people have still got outstanding payments. Please remember, if you book a session with me, it is upfront payment for Zooms. I'm not going to keep holding people's spaces. I'm not going to keep messaging people. Those spaces are not sort of guaranteed until payment is secured. I don't know how many times I've had to say that. You know, you go other places and you pay up front, and that's how it is. So my services are no different. So I don't mean to sound sort of shitty with that, but it's just a couple of people have been a bit like delay, and it's like, yeah, I'm not doing it. So just be mindful of that as well. The big one this week, so I'm going to be over in Ilminster at the Warehouse Theatre. Loads more tickets have been going through. So thank you very much if you've been supporting that show. I think we're probably about halfway sold out, so there are still some tickets left. If you want to come and see me in Ilminster at the Warehouse Theatre this coming Saturday, get a ticket, get involved. It's going to be a beautiful night with Spirit. It's always a great night there. So I'm very excited to be back, and I'm only going to be there once this year. So, you know, come and support it or run the risk of missing out. Then on the Sunday, I am doing some private recording for our upcoming podcast. It's happening, we're doing this. And then obviously, hopefully that podcast will be launched in a couple of weeks afterwards. So very exciting stuff. So keep shining bright, lead from the front, put yourself first, and do what makes you happy. Do what you need to do, but do what makes you happy. And yeah, I will catch up with some of you lovelies very soon. Take care, have a beautiful week. Bye for now.